Hey there, Tony Stewart here, also known as Blessed Brother.
Angie Stewart, blessed sister.
And hey, we're so excited to share with you a follow-up, part two, if you will. And we're just fired up that we got a hold of some information from Success Magazine to help and bless you, hopefully, with some tangible things that you can do to improve your life in 10 minutes or less. And this particular section has all been about how to, well, what's the topic?
10 ways to improve your mind in 10 minutes or less.
10 minutes or less. So we're excited to be able to share that with you. We started yesterday with part one. If you didn't watch that, go back and you can check that out. Just so you know, all of these videos are also archived at richbrothertv.com. So you can go back and watch any of the videos that you missed. And also, while I'm thinking of .coms, I want to make sure that you know that blessedbrother.com is a place that you can go to find out how you can rock and roll during the day on your job, but at night, rock and roll towards developing a new lifestyle. Blessedbrother.com.
What is that quote from Jim Rohn? He talks about what he does during 9 to 5 and then...
Yeah, so from 9 to 5, you work on a living, but from 5 to 9, you work on a lifestyle.
A lifestyle.
That's
right.
All right, so let's dig into them and get these five into his hands or her hands, their hands.
All right, so number 1, learn a new skill they did not teach you in school.
You know, one of the best things that comes out of education is not so much, going through the process of memorizing what's being taught to you, but really the big plus of education is teaching you how to learn. You have to take full responsibility once you get out of school, or even during the time you're in school, to take it upon yourself to learn about things you're interested in. So by no means let your educational growth be limited to what was taught to you in school, but take it upon yourself to have the initiative to learn new things that interest you.
What kind of new things, Blessed Brother?
Wow. Well, it could be all kinds of things. It could be learning about new technology. A lot of times, I remember back in the day, what that used to mean was that you went to a library maybe on a Saturday and you read some books that were above the books that were prescribed to you by your teacher. But nowadays, I'm telling you, with YouTube, with Google, you hear a word you never heard before. There's so many different sources. There's so many educational platforms that if you're willing to take it upon yourself to learn a little bit, to find those areas that you want to do a deeper dive with, I mean, it can be anything from learning a new musical instrument to learning history, which gives us clues about the future, to learning about some new tool or technology that's come out.
So there are so many free resources out there on the internet that can help you.
That's right.
They help you learn how to problem solve, decision making, leadership. I can't tell you how many times I've interacted with people of maybe younger age than myself that really just don't understand how to make a decision or how to solve a problem, and it's not their fault. They have not been taught that. That's something that you really don't learn a lot about in school these days, or even college. So just go back and learn how to do those kind of things, and you will be so much better off for it.
Very good. Number 2.
All right, number 2. Number 2 is get cultural. So if you don't have time to visit the art exhibit, no problem. There are a ton of resources out there that you can visit. One, the National Gallery in London. Explain your knowledge of art with free apps such as a daily art app. So you may recognize a piece of art, but you might not know the history or the background behind it. That app will tell you all about it. So,
another thing I want to tell you in terms of culture, and this is near and dear to my heart, of course, is music. And what I want to tell you is sometimes, especially if you have one of these streaming services, you start to have your favorite channels, if you will, on these streaming services. Take 10 minutes out of a day and just go to a different channel. You might say, okay, I love R&B music, but today I'm going to take some time and listen to some country. And listen to country music for less than 10 minutes and start exposing and broadening your culture, because you start listening classical music. Start listening to classical music. You'll be amazed sometimes at what you can find if you're just willing to try different stations. I know one of the reasons I have such a breadth of love for different types of music was a lot of times I used to travel, and this is back in the days before Sirius and all that, where you could kind of control your radio listening. And I'd go places where the music had changed on me. I couldn't listen to the stuff I was used to listening to, because in that area there was only certain types of music, be it classical or country, and it forced me to listen to those things while I was driving or whatever, and it broadened my mind to different cultural styles. So that's that. Next.
Learn a new language.
Learn a new language. In our culture now, it's very, very powerful to have more than one language that you at least understand. So I would highly encourage you to take this. There's different apps that you can use to learn a word of the day. We talked about doing a word of the day earlier. There's different apps you can use to learn one foreign word of the day and just kind of put that in your repertoire. And again, you're exercising the mind by learning new things.
Number 4, rediscover your childhood wonder.
Rediscover your childhood wonder. I'm talking about all these. It's just going to let me talk? All right, fine. Anyway, this is all about the power of questions. Tony Robbins talks about the power of questions and the fact that, if you want better solutions, sometimes it's a part of asking a better question.
Yes, there's this website out there called The Question Behind the Question. It's actually a book about it, and it helps you dive deeper into something. The better question you can ask, the better answer or result you're going to get. And there's always a question behind the question. So having that childhood wonder is diving even deeper into the actual question so that you get to the answer that you want.
That's it. So it seems like when we were kids, we asked questions all the time. At some point, we stopped asking those questions, and sometimes getting that skill back can open up new possibilities.
Keep asking why.
There it is.
All right, number 5. This one I really like, and I actually just quite transparently downloaded the app that I recommended for it. Become a speed reader.
Yeah, one of the things I was fortunate to do as a child was actually take a speed reading class in my school, and it was. Back in the day, what they did is they put some on the screen. They would have a story on the screen, and then a cursor would go and pan across the screen, and it would go faster and faster to force you to speed read. And that's kind of how I learned how to speed read. But as you said, there's apps and stuff that are available to do that. There's so much information out there, so much to learn, that it's definitely a very good skill to have to develop your ability to speed read, because it opens up the new possibilities.
I'm looking forward to learning.
There it is. Excellent. So those are the 5 additional ways that you can exercise your mind in 10 minutes or less. We're excited to have shared this with you. As a reminder, before I forget, blessedbrother.com. Check out blessedbrother.com and check out what we got going on there. I think you'll be very impressed what we have to go there. And if you've been there, but it was a while ago, we have a new video up there, and so I encourage you to check it out. So that's all I have.
That's all I have.
Have a blessed day.
God bless.